Hello, everyone. John SCEVOLA here, independent distributor for OlyLife. And this particular video is a comparison between the OlyLife Vitality Wand and the iTeraCare Pro. This is actually the older Pro that they came out with about 4 years ago, $4,500 for the Pro. And they've just launched a new Pro Plus model, which is what I will be comparing the OlyLife to. And the reason I'm doing this is that I am now exclusively an independent distributor for OlyLife. For the last 4 years, I've been exclusively a distributor for PRIVE International, and I made a change here, and I'm going to explain in a moment why. My wife is a homeopathic doctor, Dr. Misty, and she and I have been in the quantum healing energy space, protocols, modalities, gadgets, tools, and so forth for over 40 years. And in the last 4 years, I've been with exclusively with PRIVE International, and they had caught my attention because they had brought this professional model out, and it was the world's #1, first in the world to harness the terahertz energies and waves, frequencies, and being able to produce that in a fairly affordable device, $4,500 at the time. But that was from prototypes that had cost millions. They brought this out to the world. They were #1. Okay. And then they successively brought out another model called the Classic, and then the Premium and the Premium Plus. I have all those models, and in successive videos, I will compare them to the #1 Vitality Wand from OlyLife, and explain why there is no comparison to any wand in the market to that wand. But for 4 years ago, they did bring us out, and they were #1, but no longer. And they have lost the way. They have no longer leader in the world. They've expanded into quite a number of other different products, consumables, supplements, even eyeglasses, perfumes, all kinds of stuff. Okay, and I am quantum guy. I am all about the frequencies and how they can exhibit what Einstein said was the future of medicine is frequency. And for 4 years, I was exclusively involved with PRIVE, and at 2 conventions in the U.S., they had me on stage talking about the technology that PRIVE had, and for quite a long time, my wife and I were doing 3 Zooms a week for the U.S. markets, talking about best practices and so forth. And but I'm no longer with PRIVE, and this device is not only the first in the world, but it is still the only wand that you should consider, and I'll explain why. It makes all other wands, from the $420 Classic iTeraCare to the $4,500 Pro Plus, and all other wands from other companies, including some other companies. And in successive videos, I will compare this device to their wands, also explain why all of them are obsolete. Okay. They have helped a lot of people over the years, but they are obsolete now with the technology, because this wand is the first in the world dual energy PEMF and terahertz wand. Okay, for the first time in the world, now we have the ability to target parts of the body specifically with PEMF. Now, some people, they realize there's a business opportunity here to get in on the ground floor, and that's fantastic. In the last 3 years, OlyLife has created over 500 millionaires. But this call is not this room is not about the business per se. I will have other videos about that. And this is purely about the fact that this product makes all other energy type ones obsolete. Okay. This is not a $4,500 wand. This costs $600 US plus $60 shipping here in the US. $600. Okay. And is more powerful than all the iTeraCare models, including the Pro Plus, which is a $4,500 wand. And I'm going to explain why and the comparisons and why it's the most powerful wand. And that $600 actually includes a patented motorized oscillating stand. I'm going to explain that too, which is the best oscillating motorized stand for these devices in the world. And it includes that, a $250 wand, $600. So let's delve into this and why John SCEVOLA is so excited about this. So many stockists and distributors from around the world are all transitioning into OlyLife because this is the wave of the future. This is a tidal wave of wellness tech. And I will be talking about other products that we have that are equally amazing and fantastic. But I wanted to get this out because a lot of people are wondering why I'm not with Prife anymore. But they're wondering why I'm talking about this product compared to the iTeraCare products. Again, they still help people. They have helped people. They have lots of testimonies. I have helped thousands and thousands of people over the last 4 years with that technology, but it's obsolete now. PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic fields. Look that up. Look up PEMF benefits, and discover that now we have the ability to direct not only the terahertz, but also the PEMF to certain parts of the body and the benefits of that. I will have another video here shortly about how to use this, basic, intermediate, advanced protocols, how to use this, and another video about why everyone needs this. Even if you have all of the other OlyLife products, this does things for that the other products don't do. It's very complementary. And especially if you have pets. But we'll talk about that in another video, how you can use this there. So let me bring up a slideshow here. So what's shown here in this image is the OlyLife Vitality Wand, and we're comparing this now to the new iTeraCare Pro Plus, okay? And like I said, the earlier, the Pro Plus costs $4,500, and the OlyLife is $600. It's hard to get over how fantastic that price is. But all of the prices for OlyLife are fantastic, and yet we're not talking about a cheap product. We're talking about the #1 cutting edge product in the world. The Vitality Wand has over 100 patents. Okay, and so it is not some little cheap wand. This is the wand you'd want to consider because it has the dual frequencies of PEMF, being able to direct that at parts of your body, and the terahertz. Okay, and the OlyLife includes the oscillating stand, but in a couple slides I'll explain how fantastic that particular stand is and what a value. So the reality is, you're really buying a wand for $350 because you're getting a $250 wand stand that is actually built into the carrying case. It's all part of that. It's all fantastically designed, and you really want an oscillating stand to get the most value out of these wands, because it's very, very difficult to use them on your back, but it's very, very important to be able to do that, to run them up and down your back, because you're supporting the idea of activating your stem cells in your back, and also the back of your head, your bottom of your spine, your buttocks area, to be able to run that. It's very difficult to find somebody that'll stand there for half an hour and wind your back like that. People go to clinics and spas and pay people to do that. Okay, my wife did it once for me, and then she goes, "You're on your own." But it's very, very valuable to be able to wind your back and so forth. So PEMF, the Price does not have it. This brand new model, they've incorporated a feature of putting on negative ions, which is a bonus. But the reality is, negative ions do not go through your clothing, and so you might breathe in some negative ions and have some benefit to that. But the majority of what you're getting from this is the terahertz, which can penetrate your clothing, but very rapidly gets shut down by water and certainly any metal. And there's no science that proves that terahertz will pass through the water. And although they claim that it goes 8 to 10 inches through your body, but there's no science that verifies that. There's probably not a lot of science on any of the things that Price claims there, but the PEMF, they have the science. Okay, just look up PEMF Bennett, PEMF. Go to PubMed PEMF studies. Okay, and you'll see that they've had almost 10,000 studies over the years, going way back when NASA first adapted this for their astronauts. And in my website at www.quantumhealthleap.com, I have a whole number of pages in there explaining how PEMF works, the benefits of it, how it penetrates the body, 8 to 10 inches through the body. Even most metals, it'll even penetrate through that. And then the studies, including thousands of studies, double-blind placebo studies that everybody's asking for. The PEMF has that, again, verifying that it's very effective in healing bones, inflammation, blood circulation, all the stuff that people would like to improve in their body. And again, these devices, especially the OlyLife, does not cure anything. It only helps empower the body to self-heal itself. And the PEMF has the science showing that it does these things. Okay. Big part of these devices and a big part of why I left Price is reliability and durability of these products. And the new device with Price has a brushless motor. Okay. And I'm going to show you in the next slide why they say how you really want a brushless motor. But the OlyLife has not only has a brushless motor, but it's made by Dyson. Okay, and here's a big difference between Price and OlyLife. OlyLife is not a reseller. Price is a reseller. They get rights to different products made by other companies, and they resell them. Okay, OlyLife it's all in under the one house. Okay, they have research and development facilities in Sweden, and import most of their parts from Europe, in particular Germany, and then they compile them in China for cost savings there. And they run a very, very tight ship in terms of marketing and the products and whatever. That's why the prices are so good. They're not inflated as some other companies are. When you compare a $600 one to a $4,500 one, that price is crazy high for what you're getting, and on the Price product. And the brushless motor is what you want because it's much quieter, way more durable and reliable. And on the next slide, I'll show you why. But even though they both have brushless motors, the Price one only runs at 90,000 RPM, and the OlyLife one runs 120,000 RPM. They both have 3 heat settings and 1 totally cool setting. And the OlyLife has a unique feature that no other wand has, where when you shut it off, it takes a moment and blows air back out the backside to cool it and push out any debris that might have gotten inside there. Again, another reliability feature. This is a recent promotional ad for Prife that Prife put out. And I find this particularly interesting because they talk about the fact that they now have a brushless motor, which offers a lower noise and extended lifespan. And they talk about their old iTera Pro, that it had a brush motor, which is noisy and reduced lifespan, poor user experience. And so over the years, we've had many people that had problems with their pros, and it's because of this older technology brush motor. And they're admitted in here, and they're admitting it that brush motor will give poor user experience. The other thing they're doing, though, is they're showing that all their other models, their Premium Plus model, their Premium, their Classic, those are all obsolete and offer poor user experience because all of those have brush motors. And we've experienced that over the years. All of those models had problems with reliability. And they come out right here in public and say, you really want a brushless motor. Otherwise, it's going to be noisy and you're going to have a poor user experience. The stand is not just a throw-in stand. This on the left was a picture of my stand with my Vitelli wand on it. And these are some of the other stands that are available on the market, but they're all aftermarket. The OlyLife is patented and comes included with it. I bought 2 stands, this one and this one, through Prife stockists, and I used both of them only once, because every time I would put my wand in there, they would fall over. I had to put weights and heavy things on the bottom to keep them stable. And then the actual control was so difficult to work with. And I'm a tech guy. I build websites and I've been involved with this stuff for years and years. And I had to go back and forth with the stockist and to find out, because it came with no instructions, and to figure out how to work it. And I finally just gave up. And so both of them I only used for a year. $400 I spent on these stands and I never used them. This is a marvelous stand. It's so easy to set up and adjust, and you press one button and you're off and running. And it's very stable. Stands like some of them that are extended out, like especially this one that Solex has, it makes it very, very unstable because it tends to fall over, so you have to weight them down. And I'll talk on a whole nother video about Solex Infinity Wand, which is way more expensive than this, and does not include the stand. So great incorporation of technology here. So I'm a little excited about this because I love the technology of the wand technology, because you can direct it in so many different ways and so many different protocols and help. And like I said, my next video, I'm going to talk about how to use these, because there are a lot of people that have other OlyLife products and they don't even know necessarily how to use this. But I've come from 4 years of working with these, over 12,000 customers, and like I said, really explaining to people the best practices of how you use this stuff. And I was very excited to get my wand, because I've been reading about them and researching it, and I was really hoping that it would come out and be what was advertised, and it's better. This is a Ferrari. Okay. It's beautifully constructed, and it works like a Ferrari, and it has PEMF. Okay, no other wand in the world has PEMF. Again, go research PEMF benefits, and you'll realize you want that in your world, in your life. because it has grounding effects. It has the ability to penetrate the body. It has the ability to help in so many ways. Very complementary to terahertz. They do different things. We'll talk about that in future videos. I want to do a quick little demonstration of the fact that it does have PEMF. And we have scientific reports, we have certifications, we have videos explaining all the patents and everything we have here. And so it's not just us claiming that. We have this stuff available, and you can go to my website, www.quantumhealthleap.com, and start accessing and seeing the differences in studies and so forth. What's really fun with the OlyLife products is they come with this little plastic capsule, and it's got a little magnet in there, okay? And when you turn on the wand, okay, and running down, you hold this near you can see the little magnet jumping around. That's demonstrating that the Vitality wand is emitting PEMF. And I'm going to take the $2,500 Pro Plus, a Pro, and demonstrate no PEMF coming out of it. Just terahertz. Would be the same way. The new model will be a little bit quieter than that. That's very noisy, and this is very, very heavy. I have all the models, Premium, Premium Plus. I have probably 5 or 6 classics in different rooms and so forth. And this is ergonomically superior to all the other models. And last but not least, this does not only does it have the PEMF, okay, and it's the only one in the world, first in the world that does that, but it does produce terahertz, but it produces it in a different way than all the other wands out there, in particular the iTeraCares. It does not have a fragile crystal tube in here, and using the old technology of blowing air and agitating the tube. It uses a graphene process, okay, and ChatGPT has said that that's superior in terms of the terahertz production, but particularly because it's more directed, okay, and this is now we're talking about the terahertz, so it produces the PEMF, and it's demonstratable, and it's producing the terahertz, and we have laboratory reports verifying that. And it does put out a blue light similar to the Pride product, but that's not therapeutic. It's strictly so you know kind of where you're pointing your wand to. But I'll go into that in future videos. So if you want to follow me on this YouTube channel, I will be bringing out a lot of videos about the wand, a lot about some of the other new products that we have. The people going crazy on PEMF in an eye device that will massage and help with your eyes and your brain optimistically. And this thing called the Shaken Massager, 7-in-1 technologies for weight management, gut issues, vagus nerve activations, lower back pain, and I'll go into a whole video on that. I've been using it for 2 weeks, and I am just blown away how it's made me feel, how it's helped me with my gut issues. I'm 75 years old. Okay, so I'm interested in the weight management here, and I've actually in 2 weeks I've lost inches already, but I'm more interested in the health benefits of gut issues and so forth, and it's amazing what that's doing for me. And I'll talk about that in a whole separate video. So if you're interested, you can reach out to me. John SCEVOLA, and the website, which I've created for everybody, everything is one place, is www.quantumhealthleap.com. And there's a whole page in there for testimonials that's being updated every day. I mean, dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of videos, testimonials in there, and individual pages and videos on everything. Okay, all in one place, and you can order right there if you want to. Get with me and get one of these ordered. We're just pre-launching into the U.S., and so it took me 5.5 weeks to get my wand, but only a couple of weeks to get my other products, and they're getting better and better and better in the U.S. in terms of shipping. We have a warehouse in California, and one in Florida, one in Canada, and very hurriedly expanding the distribution because the U.S. is just taking off. Like I said, the company produced over $1 billion a year in the last 3 years, and it's primarily just in Asia. And they're shocked at how fast things are going here in the U.S. already. But we have fantastic teams and setups, and it's just very, very exciting times to be with the number one product and company in so many different areas. And what they have coming out this year and next year is just mind-blowing, because they are really the powerhouse in the wellness tech industry, and incorporating AI into future products and so forth. But I'm not going to go into all that right now. This is primarily about Prife, the Pro Plus versus the Vitality Wand. In subsequent videos, I will also compare it to their other models and other couple other brands. But really, the reality is, this is it. You don't need, as a company, you don't need 1, 2, 3, 4 different models, because for $600, this blows away every other wand on the market. PEMF, dual energy, PEMF and terahertz combined, where you now can focus it on different parts of your body. You don't have to lay on a bed for your PEMF. The foot devices are fantastic, what they can do for you, but these allow you to target other areas, let alone use them on pets and other things. Another video coming out where I'll go into great depth in that. Thank you very much for joining me, and please contact me if you would like more information about OlyLife. Good night.